Hey guys. So today I am running a little errand and I wanted to talk to you guys. I told you I was going to do an updated video on trolls, and if I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. It might take a little bit of time, but I find this topic very interesting, and I figured that today I could do a little casual video, talk to you guys about this. And as always, I want your thoughts down below. I want to know, where do you guys stand on this? Do you think that after you watch the video, do you feel that I'm right in my opinions? Do you think I'm completely wrong? I have another video on trolls from last year, and I had mentioned a couple days ago that I recently watched that video, and I still, feel the exact same way. And I think that this is very interesting because when a lot of people think about a troll, they think of someone who is just a keyboard warrior, someone who never gets on video and never shows themselves, and is just the most vile person. And I think that that's a common misconception, because there are in fact trolls that run their YouTube channels or Instagram pages, and they are trolls and they show their face. They are not hiding. They are out there making videos and being extremely vile, but they're not hiding behind a keyboard. So to some, that might mean courage or whatever. To me, it still means that your personality is trash and you need to find a hobby. So I have an article that I want to read parts of because I think that it encapsulates trolls in a really easy to understand manner. You guys know I don't like to get too philosophical, because sometimes, for me at least, when things are explained in certain ways, they can kind of go over my head, and that's never what I want for you guys. I want to explain it how I understand it, because I think I'm a very simple-minded person when it comes to how I understand certain topics. So I would consider myself an intelligent person, but I also like to be taught in a very simplistic way, if that makes sense. I read part of this article in my other video about trolls, but I just think that it words things so perfectly, so I'm going to read parts of it in this. My audience last year when I read this was a fraction, so the new sets of eyes and ears I think will create for a very plentiful conversation about this. So basically, this article says, what is an internet troll? Internet trolls are people who want to provoke and upset others online for their own amusement. And if that does not describe perfectly what so many people online do, whether they hide their face or they don't, they are looking to upset you and get a reaction. And I've said before how it just grinds my gears when YouTubers will sit there and say that critics are trolls, because that's something I've never agreed with. Someone can offer criticism and be the furthest thing from a troll. So I've had direct interaction with a handful of actual trolls. There's also critics who can deliver criticism in a meaningful way. There's also critics that disguise vile behavior as criticism. So there's all these sort of different sub topics to how people share opinions online. So it says, if you've been on the internet for any period of time, you've likely run into a troll at some point. And I think that this can go for not only the creator, but also for the people in the comments section. You know, you leave your opinion and then you're attacked for it. And that's not fair for someone just enjoying content online either. An internet troll is someone who makes intentionally inflammatory, rude, or upsetting statements online to elicit strong emotional responses in people or to steer the conversation off topic. The stuff that I've seen firsthand and experienced is definitely, it definitely falls under the wanting a reaction from said person or said people. It's not so much to divert conversation necessarily, but if you look at certain topics, if you look at certain videos that have been made, especially if it's video after video after video on a certain person, that is screaming for a response from whoever it is that you're talking about. You cannot say that you make video after video after video and you don't want the attention, because you clearly do. And not all videos fall into this category. When I say video after video, I'm talking about the snide remarks, the rude bullying type behavior. If you're covering someone because you have a YouTube channel and this is something that you're passionate about, and you're sharing your opinions or criticisms or whatever in a meaningful way, that is something completely different than the bullying and toxic type of video format that I see a lot of times from people who I consider trolls. Most trolls do this for their own amusement, but other forms of trolling are done to push a specific agenda. So, you know, it can fall under both wings. I do think that most trolls thrive off of the attention and the sort of egging on that can happen a lot of times, where you come across a creator's channel and they're making this vile type content, and you will find some subscribers who enjoy that because misery loves company. It's, you know, a tale as old as time. And they will feed the creator's ego in order to keep going. And even if that doesn't happen, this person could just be making endless videos in order to try to cancel someone else, or who knows, you know, who knows what their agenda is at the end of the day, but there usually is one or the other. So I want to go over this section because I think that it's really interesting. Signs someone is trolling. They will make off-topic remarks, completely going off-topic from the subject at hand. This is done to annoy and disrupt other posters. Refusal to acknowledge evidence. Even when it's presented with cold hard facts, they ignore and act like they never saw it. Dismissive, condescending tone. They might respond with, "Why are you mad, bro?" This is a method done to provoke someone even more, as a way of dismissing their argument altogether. Now, I've said for a long time, I absolutely love doing commentary on YouTube, and I am the furthest thing from a gatekeeper. I don't want to be a gatekeeper. However, I do believe that there is certain content that can harm others' mental health, and that is something that is really concerning to me. If you are coming onto your channel to provide commentary, then critique the person's behaviors, and don't twist the narratives and take this situation and try to twist it to fit your end agenda. That's the kind of shit that I just can't stand. And I've seen so many times commentary videos structured in a way where it's like, oh wow, this person might actually come and make some sense. Let's hear what they have to say. And then once you actually hear them out, it's just a word salad of nonsense laced with bullying, personal attacks, and a really condescending demeanor when you try to correct information in their comments section. You are met with a really underhanded response, or a response that says, I'm not going to read this, or they act like it's not even there. So the whole thing with trolls is just that they're not always hiding behind a keyboard. They are many times running their own platforms. So I was talking to another YouTuber the other day, and I'm not going to name this individual. However, this person was asking me advice on, how do you deal with trolls? How do you deal with hate comments? And I've always believed that there is nothing wrong with protecting your mental health in order to be able to proceed with making content and enjoying your channel. And one of the biggest ways that I've done that for myself is to kind of drill down on words that are very triggering to me, and I've added those to my blocked words. So for me, I was realizing that I was getting a lot of comments that were upsetting. I've talked about it before. I don't even want to mention it again, but it revolves around issues with your diet. I can't really say a lot of words on YouTube, but a lot of people abbreviate it as ED. So a lot of those words that surround that entire issue, I have in my blocked words, because people who want to come to my comments and are trolls and are seeking that reaction and attention from other people in the comments, they will leave those kinds of comments. And it's upsetting, and in order to protect my own mental health, as well as make sure that my comments are enjoyable for my subscribers as well, I've added those to my blocked words. And protecting your mental health is not creating an echo chamber. I've heard that sometimes, this argument where it's like, oh, well, if you delete comments, you're creating an echo chamber. No, if you're deleting comments that are actually harmful to your mental health and your emotional well-being, that is not creating an echo chamber. Period. As a creator, you have to protect your mental health, because if it's not in check, your content is not going to progress. It's not going to move forward, because you're not going to be able to come to your channel and feel good about the content. You're going to be nervous about every video that you upload, and that can be very hurtful to someone. So either way, I did want to share these thoughts on trolls. They're definitely not hidden behind an avatar, and they do exist. And my number one piece of advice is, someone who is trolling you and making mean comments and just screaming for a reaction, it is best to not feed the trolls. I have made the mistake in the past, and I've been wrong for this, where I have reacted to a troll or trolls, and it never does me any good, because most people that know me and know my content can see right through what these people are doing, and it's just nonsense. It's not bringing anything valuable to the table. So the best thing is, do not feed the trolls. But on the creator side, I would highly recommend tailoring your comment section so that you're not seeing the comments that have words that are triggering for you and will upset you, because that is what the trolls want. They want a reaction, they want you to get upset, and they want to keep going. So please let me know how you guys feel about this down below, as always. But for now, if you like the video, please leave a like and a comment. And if you'd like to see more from me in the future, please subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.